will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Louisiana Tech's offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkerson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Grab behind the line, it's Wiggins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Gandy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Punt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Blue Hens offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got a man, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, really can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Fires to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gandy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Gets it out fast. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Toretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's caught. It's Silver. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure coming. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. He's got him this time. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Delaware. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. To the air, it's Bullock. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Finley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Finley. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Silva. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gonna sling it on second down. Looking left. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Touchdown, Blue Hen! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking to pass, it's Bullock. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got the first down and more. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Turns it loose. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted on the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Offense in an empty set. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
At the 32-yard line. That's a 1st down.
Back to throw. It's Bullock. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
At the 37. Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the 2nd half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Silver. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Delaware! And the route is on. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Bullock. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Finley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Shoots it to the left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Ellison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds his big tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it inside the 15. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Delaware! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
They've got the screen set up.
It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Second down coming up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkerson. Just keeps moving. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It falls in. He was trying. to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home for the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcats offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Humphreys. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Delaware's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Oh, they're after him. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. The odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Back to pass, it's Watson. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rushes on him, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. It's complete on the right side. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And the Blue Hens with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Oh, better look out. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Quick completion to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now on second down. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly... Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to throw. It's Watson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Silver.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the Blue Hens trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Reads it, fires complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Watson. Quickly complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Offense in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Watson. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the catch, it's Wilson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The play-action fake. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is in the air. What a cut. Now he's loose. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Now improvising. Short gain on the play before he slides. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Finds his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. That's caught. It's Wilson.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Grabbed behind the line. It's Patterson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. The Blue Hens are flying down the field. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab right down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the air, it's Watson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Skips away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Silver. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. Seizing that open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
1st down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Blue Hens line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Watson. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Puts it out of the air. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Brings up 2nd down.
Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Slam down again, and they try to just grind out this 1st down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And first down for the offense.
Using his legs, it's Silver. Past the first down marker and still running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final quarter in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Creates a little room. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Snags it over the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Bearcats are on the move.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Motion from the back. Little touch pass to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep, You make sure you execute, build.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Using the quick game. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for a man. It's Watson. Here's the pressure. Back's looking for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Slams it ahead. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Bearcats! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks Knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Makes his man miss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Stands in and takes the hit. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It is good. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
And that is another first down.
Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. It'll be a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hard in the backfield. It's Wilson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
A field goal only forces another overtime. They can win it on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game is decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.